This is a documentary of life.
Christina and I, we grew up in South Jersey.
All right, girls, we're ready for you.
We moved around a lot, so we were extremely close. And no matter what, we always knew we had each other's back.
You were singing this morning? Did you wake up singing? Yeah, Mommy heard you singing. So beautiful.
And go to bed and sing it.
Christina always wanted to be a singer. She used to make CD covers, take the real one out and put her name in there. Anywhere we went where there was a piano, she would jump on it and start playing it.
Today I'm going to be playing a famous song by Beethoven.
She didn't really have any formal lessons. She just played it all by ear. And we could see that there was something there. She probably wouldn't be happy when we showing these.
She had this little camera that was my parents'.
I mean, you can't give up. You have a concert.
She would just film herself doing skits, singing concerts. She's just singing, quoting movies, quoting TV shows.
Did you hear that?
Doing goofy dances. She was hilarious. But she would be mortified if anyone saw it. It was like for her. It wasn't for the public.
I'm premiering this. It looks so cool.
I have represented a handful of influencers over the years. I think the internet gives you a false sense of safety. That's the problem, you know? We have to realize that celebrities, especially internet celebrities, have to post. They have to constantly share snippets and bits and pieces of their lives. They have to connect with their viewers and fans. And with that comes a tremendous amount of exposure that, of course, also brings with it danger. We just don't know who's hiding behind the screen.
Hey guys, I recently reached a whopping 500,000 subscribers.
I came across her YouTube one night while I was actually in the hospital.
Oh, something's bound to change.
I was 14 and I was going through a lot with my health. I was really depressed and I was hours away from my family in a hospital alone, and I click on it.
Calling now, come on out and find me, 'cause I've been waiting my turn.
I remember it being the first time I ever got chills listening to music.
Oh, yeah, yeah, pressure's on, heart is beating.
Finding her was kind of opening a door for me into
Find me.
realizing that the world wasn't all bad.
Find me.
Her first album was called Find Me, was an EP, had 8 songs. It went to number 2 on the iTunes charts behind some practically unknown person named Adele. Can you believe that?
At one point, she was called the Queen of YouTube by Ellen. It just felt unreal. She was just like, pinch me. She was just killing it.
Thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you. Bye.
So after the meet and greet line forms, just a normal meet and greet. Just, you know, people are coming, take pictures. Sometimes I'll take the picture for them. But otherwise, I'm just standing there next to her.
These are people that know her maybe only on YouTube, you know, and they finally get to see her in concert live. So it was a real huge big deal for her and her fans.
It was towards the end of the line. There was still, if I remember correctly, at least 15 other people in line. It's just like someone reaches for something, pulls out, and then you just hear like pop. And then I just remember she falls over. I mean, she was like an arm's distance away from me. And I would say he was point blank. It's going so fast that my 1 second, I'm like, is this a prank? No, it's not a prank. And I just go after him. My gut was like, get the gun away. And I'm just like wailing on him, and I wrestle him to the ground. And I just remember getting the gun away from him. It was the goal, like, you know, I'm not trained in anything. And then he's up, backing up to the wall, and he's got a gun in his hand. And now I'm like, oh, okay, I'm dead. That's it, I guess. And then he just pulls it to his head and kills himself.
And suddenly everyone is calling 911.
911 emergency, how may I help you?
We are at the Plaza Live on Bundy Avenue.
Somebody just opened fire at us. He shot 3 times, and everybody ran out. I don't know if anybody got shot.
I saw the people shot. I don't know who had the gun.
Christina got shot, Christina Grimmy. It was like a younger man. He was probably in his 20s, blonde hair, and he was in a black shirt.
There's chaos. People are running out of the venue.
Just go! Go!
They're just frantic. They're frightened. They're terrorized.
We're just really scared.
I didn't touch Christina or the other body, but I did go up and I saw she was she was gone. So I knew that she was not suffering. There was no suffering, there was no struggle, there was no goodbye, nothing. Oh, sorry, I haven't talked about it in a while. I thought. It's just that guttural feeling of like, I was the only one there. This is the hardest part to tell, because it's still, man. My dad just conveniently happens to call me. Like, he calls me.
He answered the phone and he was out of breath.
I said, Dad, Christina has been shot and she's no longer with us. I lost my mom to cancer, and we got to say goodbye and we got to prepare for it. But to all Christina's friends and loved ones and fans, there's no parade, there's no goodbye. It's just now your projection of the person who she could have became.
I miss my wife, I miss my Christina, but I am convinced that God's love is bigger than the hole that's in my heart that's missing. So after we got home from the funeral and the memorial, I realized that Christina's manager, Brian, he started a GoFundMe for us. Adam Levine pays for the funeral, which just is amazing. So they were the spark of there's still good in the world when the world just seems so dark. Marcus's idea of reaching out to these people that are going through something that, like what we just experienced, only they didn't have half of the helping hands that we had. So we started the Christina Grimmie Foundation, which raises money to give directly to families who experience gun violence.